Cancer season is upon us. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, the sun will be transiting through the sign of Cancer from June 20th to July 22nd, and I'm gonna try something a little different this time around, and I would love it if you would let me know if you like this approach. Instead of doing all of the transits of Cancer season in one video, I'm gonna give you a brief overview of Cancer season for your individual sign in this video. Then, as each transit comes up, I'm going to release a separate video covering that information. That way I can go a bit more into detail what it means in terms of the best way for you to navigate that transit. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Cancer season will begin when the sun enters Cancer on Thursday, June 20th at 8:51 p.m. Universal Time, which will be at 4:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1:51 p.m. Pacific Time, and for those of you that live in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 6:51 a.m. on June 21st in Sydney, Australia, and 10:51 p.m. on June 20th in Johannesburg, South Africa. Now let's find out the best way to make the most of this Cancer season energy. Cancer is the nurturer of the Zodiac, embodying traits of empathy, protectiveness, and a profound connection to those they hold close to their heart. As we enter Cancer season, we are called to tap into our own emotional depths, to nurture ourselves and others with unconditional love and care. Just as Cancerians fiercely protect their loved ones, this season reminds us to safeguard our own well-being and the well-being of those around us. It's a time to cultivate deep emotional bonds and to listen with compassion while creating the necessary boundaries that honor a healthy balance of give and take. Cancer is a cardinal energy, so this is the perfect time to redefine what a healthy relationship is for you when it comes to the relationship with yourself, with your professional world, and with your loved ones. Remember, when it comes to love and relationships, balance is key. So let's embrace this energetic opening and happy Cancer season. Now let's find out what this Cancer season means for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 4th house. So Aries, this is a time of year where you are meant to retreat a bit from the fast-paced stress and mental noise of the outside world and give yourself a moment to regroup and recharge. This is a time to reboot your energy from the foundation. By this I mean that you have an ambitious life force, but even the most ambitious of people can really get burnt out and feel exhausted by life at times. And the way to counterbalance this energy is to recognize that taking a break is sometimes very necessary. So during the 4 weeks of Cancer season, if you feel a bit tired or frustrated, even a bit overwhelmed, know that this is just a signal for you to take some time to assess your life situation to see if the areas of your life that you can control are situated in a way that is supportive to you. Is where you call home a place that you can go every day and feel an energy of peace and comfort? Is it a place where you can truly reboot? If not, this is absolutely the 4-week period to make the necessary changes to make your home a place that does give you what you need. And this doesn't have to be some expensive remodeling. It could just be straightening things up, moving some things around. It could mean having a conversation with a roommate or a significant other if you two live together to make sure that your space is being respected. Taking these steps will make such a difference, Aries. Also, if you've been thinking about moving, now is a great time to do so. If you're in a relationship and the two of you have been talking about or thinking about living together, now would be a great time to also take that step. Now, outside of the home situation, if you have any complicated relationships with a family member or family members, now is the time to really address those relationships and those issues within those relationships, recognizing that the first step is going to be accepting the people in your family for exactly who they are, and also creating the necessary boundaries to take care of yourself and your well-being. Now, getting this part of your life in a space where it does not bring you stress is going to add to your ability to focus on what it is that you want to manifest. So overall, Aries, Cancer season is a time for you to heal certain relationships, for you to make any necessary adjustments that result in you having a more supportive environment for yourself, and a time for you to recharge your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual battery. So that way, when you go into Leo season, you will be ready to hit the ground running. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Cancer season, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 3rd house. So Taurus, this is not a time to rest. This is a 4-week period of momentum for you. Remember, Cancer is a cardinal energy, so think about this as a reboot and a seed planting phase. This is a time for you to put as much energy as you can into the goals that you have for yourself. The more you do so, the better the results you are going to get. And this does not have to be related to career goals. It can be related to those goals, but it doesn't have to be. This can absolutely be regarding you and manifesting love, or getting into a flow with your physical health. Any goals that you have, this is the time to go after them with all you have, Taurus. And this also doesn't mean to try to force anything. This just means remembering that energy in equals energy out. And if you want to see change, a third house transit is an excellent time to facilitate change with your efforts. You will have a strong connection with your creativity during this time. So if you're a writer, or if you work in a setting where creativity is necessary and it helps to move things forward, this is going to be a fantastic 4-week period for you. The third house also illuminates any relationship challenges that you might have with a brother or a sister. So if there is an issue that you need to deal with that sort of relationship, be ready for that issue to really be magnified during this time. And if it is, just know that this is an opportunity to resolve it once and for all. And also know that a resolution will not come from rehashing the past or placing blame. It will come from establishing what the two of you will need to do presently and moving forward in order to feel good about the relationship. This also applies to any issues that might come up with someone who lives close by to you, because the third house also illuminates that sort of relationship. The good news is, if these sorts of relationships are in a good place, then this will be a time where the connection deepens and the enjoyment of those relationships will be increased. Also note that the third house is ruled by Gemini. So although your mental activity and ability to take in information and process that information, that ability will be increased, but your ability to focus and be consistent may be decreased. So keep that in mind. You will be having to use that fixed energy of Taurus to make sure that whatever tasks you do get involved in, you are remaining focused and seeing them through to completion. Now expect yourself to be very busy during this time, professionally and socially, Taurus. So good planning is going to be key. So overall, Taurus, this is going to be a fast-paced, exciting time for you, where you will be making some major headway when it comes to the goals that you have for yourself. You just have to make sure to be very clear and deliberate in terms of knowing what it is you want to accomplish, in terms of knowing how you intend on accomplishing it, and when it comes to being consistent and focused, you just have to make sure you are doing those things. But just know that this is a positive 4-week period for you. You can expect good things to be coming your way, so embrace this energetic opening, and happy Cancer season, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this will be in your second house. So Gemini, this is that time of year for you to focus your energy on creating a clear plan for yourself in terms of the amount of money that you want to make and how you intend on making it. By this, I mean you are excellent at making things happen. You're excellent at bringing opportunities your way. You're excellent at connecting with people and connecting with the right people. But sometimes you have a hard time when it comes to budgeting your money, when it comes to handling your money, and even when it comes to attracting money from the opportunities that you manifest. Now, this Cancer season is a time to shift that energy, and the way to do that is by identifying more specifically what you see for yourself when it comes to your financial situation. How much do you want to make every month? Write that number down. Then establish a plan for how you intend to make that. You will be surprised how effective writing down your plan can be. And this doesn't mean you will be limiting yourself by putting a ceiling on how much you can make just by writing down a certain number. See it more as a foundational starting point that you can exceed. And if you do, fantastic. But it's really important to have that foundation. Giving yourself clear goals in this area will be extremely effective. Now, don't be surprised if a situation comes up either in a romantic relationship or a work relationship where you feel like you are being mistreated or you feel like you are not being appreciated. Just know that if this is the case, this is an opportunity for you to establish your worth. When you know your worth, you will not allow yourself to be treated a certain way. Now, I know we do not have control how someone treats us, how someone else behaves, but you do have control over how you respond to someone and whether or not you allow that behavior to continue without saying something. The more you establish your worth and communicate your needs accordingly and create healthy boundaries with someone who does not treat you the way you deserve to be treated, the more you are letting the universe know that you see yourself as worthy. The more you do that, the more you will attract a reflection of that self-worth, which will increase your ability to attract abundance because you feel worthy and you behave accordingly. Now, if you continue to allow someone to treat you negatively in a way that you do not deserve to be treated, you are letting the universe know that you still need to learn the lesson of self-worth. So you will attract experiences that highlight your lack of self-worth in order to inspire you to do something about it. So, know your worth, Gemini. Behave accordingly. And this can result in this Cancer season being a major shift for you when it comes to your relationship with abundance, which is very exciting. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Cancer season, Geminis. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, it is finally here, your season. And I want to wish all of you intuitive, creative, compassionate Cancers out there a rebirth filled with inspiration, emotional connection, laughter, blessings, good fortune, abundance, and most of all, love. So happy birthday, Cancers. Now, when the sun shifts into your sign, this is going to be in your first house. So it is go time. Whatever you have been thinking in terms of how you want to be or how you want to change, now is the time to stop thinking about it and do it. When the sun is taking a full trip around the zodiac and is starting back up in your sign, it is truly a rebirth time for you. You have the opportunity to be a different you, and I don't mean changing who you are at your core, but I do mean whatever habits that you might have that you know undermine your success, whatever thought patterns or subconscious programming that you have that you know does not work for you. Now is the time to do some reprogramming in terms of establishing new belief systems about yourself and about life that you know are going to work for you. And these new belief systems are absolutely meant to come from the experiences and the knowledge that you've gained in terms of what you've had going on in your life up to this point. This will be a 4-week period where your ability to attract opportunities is going to be increased. So whatever you focus your thoughts on, that's what you're going to attract. Focus your thoughts on lack and what you're upset about, and that energy and those experiences connected to that energy, those things are going to grow. Focus your energy on what you are excited about and what you believe yourself to be able to accomplish, then those will be the experiences that you have. So this is a very exciting and crucial time for you, Cancers. If you have any relationships that you know are not good for you, Gemini season was actually the time to release those energies. So if you haven't done that yet, just know that those relationships can act as a distraction from the blessings that are awaiting you. Look at any challenges that come up for you during this time as an opportunity to handle things differently than you have in the past. See yourself as capable and redefine who you know yourself to be. Just because you may have had trauma in your past does not mean that that trauma has to define you. You are in control of how you see your circumstances. You are in control of how you respond to those circumstances, and you are in complete control of what you believe about yourself. And that belief system is going to influence to such a great degree how you navigate your life and the choices that you make. And those choices are what creates your reality. So make this the start of the new you, and know with certainty that that renewed belief in yourself will result in new experiences, new connections, healthier relationships, and an increased ability to manifest the things that you desire and definitely deserve, Cancer. This will be a daily practice, but what better time to start this practice than during your rebirth season? So embrace this energetic opening. Happy birthday and happy Cancer season, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leos, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 12th house. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I call the 12th house the house of spiritual retreat. By this I mean this is a 4-week period right before your rebirth season. So this is a crucial time in terms of you taking a step away from the mental noise and the chaos of the outside world and directing your focus more inward in terms of connecting with that deeper knowing within. So that way you can get clear on what it is that you need to let go of, on what it is that you need to embrace. So that way you can step into your season carrying no unnecessary baggage and step into your season with the confidence of knowing exactly where you intend to put your energy. That sort of laser focus can only be done without distractions. And the 12th house sun transit is an opportunity to clean out the clutter mentally and emotionally, so that way you can make a pathway for your deeper knowing, the voice of your spirit, to really lead you. Don't be surprised if something from the past comes up during this time, Leo. This could be an unresolved relationship, it could be an annoying financial burden, or even just a wave of emotion from a past experience that has not yet been released. When this comes up, do not avoid it. Do not resist it. Allow the experience to be what it is, which is a window into what needs to be dealt with in order to get to the other side of the situation. Once you are on the other side of it, not only will you no longer have to deal with it, but you will also have the lesson learned from facing it, along with the confidence that if something like this comes up again, you can handle it because you know you've already been through it before. Now, if you feel a little bit run down physically during this time, don't worry. This is just a sign that you need to take a bit of a break to recharge, and know that a surge of energy will be coming when your season comes along, which is right around the corner. Cancer season will be a great time for you to have a therapy session or a few, or get a reading of some sort. It'll be a great time for you to be consistent with a meditation practice or a prayer practice, whatever you know really works for you in terms of connecting you to that inner voice or that higher power. Those sort of practices and activities, those will be great ways to best use your time during Cancer season. Also, don't be surprised if you see more signs than usual. Certain numbers repeating themselves, certain dreams repeating themselves, and don't hesitate to look up the meanings of these things so that way you can use that information to assist you in coming up with exactly what it is you see for yourself moving forward. So overall, Leos, this Cancer season is going to be an excellent opportunity to come up with a strategic plan for you to navigate your season, which will mark the start of a lucrative chapter of advancement and fulfillment for you. So embrace this energetic opening, enjoy your spiritual retreat, and happy Cancer season, Leo. Okay, my powerful Virgos, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 11th house. So Virgos, finally, a 4-week period for you where things are really meant to be going your way. This is a time where if you've been tirelessly working towards a certain goal and remaining consistent and keeping the right consciousness regarding that goal, that's an indication that you're going to experience a major forward momentum regarding this goal, or you will achieve the goal altogether. But you can absolutely expect positive energy regarding you and this goal during this Cancer season. This may even mean meeting someone that can assist you if you feel like you've been going at this alone. So make sure that you keep your awareness heightened for that sort of connection or that sort of interaction to take place. Also know that it will be important for you to break out of your usual routine, Virgo. Now, I know I said earlier that consistency is really important, and it is when it comes to achieving your goals, but the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. So it's important, if you want to really utilize the energy of this house transit, it's important in terms of getting the best results this Cancer season for you to step outside of your comfort zone a bit. Try some things that you haven't tried before. If you come up against any challenges, approach the solution from a different perspective. Basically, know that change is great for you during this time. This will also be a time of healing for a certain relationship. If it's been a source of stress or complication, just know that healing can come in the form of a conversation and resolution, or it can come in the form of realizing that the relationship has run its course. Just know that if a situation like this does come up, that communication is key. And by communication, I mean solution-oriented communication. Do not focus on rehashing the past. Do not focus on who's to blame. If the relationship is meaningful to you, focus on what can be done in the present moment and moving forward in order to really heal the connection and to deepen that connection. And also make sure that the solution involves an agreement that both of you feel good about. Now, luckily, the 11th house is much more of a positive energy than it is a negative energy. So more than likely, if there is an issue, there will be resolution resulting in connection. And you are also likely to make some new friends during this Cancer season, which can be exciting as well. So overall, Virgo, this is going to be a fantastic time of advancement, of opportunity, and of social connection. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Cancer season, Virgo. Okay, my powerful Libras, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 10th house. So Libra, this is that time of year when you will get clarity on exactly what you can be doing to make money. And when I say clarity, I mean for those of you that have already chosen your profession, you can expect for things to be going very well for you during this Cancer season. You may pick up more responsibility, which I know can be a bit stressful, but you will find find that you will get more recognition for your efforts, and you may even find yourself making more money, either with bonuses or with a raise. Also know that there may come a point during this 4-week period where you will be asked to step into the spotlight in some way, and not necessarily to perform, so don't get nervous. More so in the way that you'll be made the point person or the leader in a group project. Now, for those of you that aren't quite sure exactly what you want to do professionally, or you've been searching for that answer, just know that by the end of this 4-week period, the likelihood is very high that that answer will be coming to you. So just stay open to receiving the information or inspiration, and remain consistent when it comes to your trust in the universe to provide you with what will be perfect for you. Now, the 10th house also illuminates your energy when it comes to how the public perceives you. So if there are any of you Libras out there that are content creators, be ready for an opportunity to grow your audience. You may have a certain post that goes viral, or you may get a great idea that begins a series of posts that begins to really grow your audience or customer base. So overall, Libra, this is going to be an excellent 4-week period for you when it comes to your professional life and how you make money, which is great news because you aren't money driven, but you are very susceptible to feeling off balance when your finances are a source of stress in any way. So take a deep breath and remain calm, because very positive energy is coming your way, Libra, in this area. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Cancer season, Libras. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 9th house. So Scorpio, finally, a 4-week period that isn't about deep, dramatic spiritual revelations or lessons or transformation. This Cancer season for you is actually a time where you are meant to have some fun, and some new experiences will be coming your way. And these new experiences more than likely will involve some sort of travel, and if not travel, then some sort of connection to cultures other than your own. This may be meeting someone new from a different culture that exposes you to a new way of looking at things and new adventures, or it could be you deciding that you want to take a course of some sort that expands your awareness and explores certain ideas that you've always been curious about, and now you will finally get a chance to dive into that realm of understanding. This will be a time of change, but not change brought on by hardship. Instead, it will be a time of change brought on by positive experiences that open your mind and your awareness to new understandings and a new way of looking at things, which is very exciting, Scorpio. Now, the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, so this is actually a great time to take some risks. As a Scorpio, you're usually pretty calculated in your decision making, which I can completely understand because I'm a Capricorn and we are very similar in that way. However, it is also very important at the right time to take a leap of faith, to step out of your comfort zone, to take the first step with something or someone, even if you don't feel 100% prepared. And just know that the 4 weeks of Cancer season is that time for you. So if you've been feeling like you want to do something, you've had an idea for something, but you've been holding back, now's the time to go for it. So overall, Scorpio, you can know that this Cancer season is a positive time for you, where new opportunities are likely to come your way, where new connections, especially with someone from a different culture or background than you, is very likely to come your way as well, and where good luck is on your side. So make sure that you capitalize on this energy, embrace this energetic opening, and happy Cancer season, Scorpios. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this will be in your 8th house. So Sagittarius, this is not going to be a lighthearted 4-week period for you. It's going to be a necessary period, and it will be a period that will result in positive outcomes, but just know at times during this 4-week period, it will feel like a bit of an uphill battle. The good news is I'm going to prepare you for this so you will be confident and ready for action with each step that you take, whether it's uphill or riding a wave of momentum. Now, the thing is, during this 4-week period, anything that you do, whether it is a bad habit or a way of thinking that doesn't work for you, or certain subconscious programming, or a bad relationship, anything that undermines your progress, anything that sabotages your forward movement, these things will be highlighted during this Cancer season. And I know this does not sound exciting, but the reason why I say that this period will result in a positive outcome for you is because if you use this energy the way it is meant to be used, you will embrace any of these things that are highlighted and take the necessary steps to transform that energy, so that way these things will no longer play a negative role in your life. Cancer season is the absolute best time to break any bad habits, to end any bad relationships, to reprogram any subconscious programming or belief systems that work against you. And by doing any of these things, you can have complete certainty that you will become more confident, you will become more capable, and you will step into this next season, Leo season, feeling lighter, with an increased ability to manifest the things that you desire. And for you, one of the best manifestors in the Zodiac, an increased ability to manifest really means that you are going to be walking through Leo season and the remainder of 2024 looking like a magician, because things will be manifesting in your life so quickly. So don't be surprised if you're in a relationship and you have any unresolved issues, especially issues surrounding money. Don't be surprised if a conflict comes up regarding these issues, and just know that if and when it does, it is an opportunity to resolve the situation once and for all, so that way the two of you can get on the same page financially, and this will no longer be a source of stress. Now, the same is to be said for any challenges that come up during this time. They are all windows into what areas need to be transformed, and just know that doing your part to implement solutions will be the most powerful thing that you can do, because issues resolved during an 8th house transit have the most staying power of any other transit. You got this, Sagittarius. Your theme for Cancer season is facing problems, solving problems, and celebrating the transformation that occurs as a result, all in preparation for the major momentum that will be coming your way during Leo season. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Cancer season, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 7th house. So Capricorns, as you already may be experiencing, Capricorn season is a challenging time for you because it is the season of your polar opposite energy. So you won't be feeling like your usual self, and with this being in your 7th house, it will be illuminating the relationships in your life, which can sound pretty scary, because if any relationship issues come up and you're not operating as your most balanced self in order to approach the situation in the most effective way possible, then this can be a bit scary, which I can completely understand. But it's important to realize that Capricorn energy is pretty controlled when it comes to opening up or letting go emotionally. So this is actually the perfect time to address any relationship issues, because you will be more likely to reveal how you truly feel, and you will be less controlled in your interactions. So if anything comes up for you during this Cancer season, and more than likely it will, just be prepared to address the issue in a solution-oriented way, which I know you naturally do, but also make sure that you do not waste any time placing blame or rehashing the past or point proving. Instead, resolve the situation by discussing what the solution could be. And when I say relationships, I'm referring to romantic, family, work relationships, and really any relationship that you have going on in your life. Now, speaking of romance, the 7th house sun transit does increase the likelihood of you making a romantic connection. So whether you feel like yourself or not, be prepared. Also, make sure to take it slow, which I know you naturally do. But being that you aren't your usual self during this time, you may find yourself doing some things that you don't usually do. So as a reminder, I'm saying take it slow, so that way when Leo season comes around and you have your Capricorn energy back, you won't look around thinking, what in the world am I doing with this person? So overall, Capricorns, this is going to be an interesting time for you, with opportunities for new relationships, for healing relationships that need healing, and it will be an exercise in observing yourself when you are not your usual balanced self. The good news is you will be prepared, so at least you know you'll be approaching this time period with confidence. You got this, Capricorns. Embrace this energetic opening, and happy Cancer season. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this is going to be in your 6th house. So Aquarius, this is going to be a 4-week period where you may find yourself feeling a bit overwhelmed. And if you don't approach this time period in a way where you are really taking care of yourself, you may find that an illness manifests. Now, I'm not saying that to scare you, and I'm obviously not a doctor. I'm saying this to make sure that you are prepared to approach this time period in the most productive way possible. Don't be surprised if you find yourself getting more responsibility at work, and because of this, it will be important to adjust your daily schedule to make sure that you are getting all of the things done that you need to get done. And this includes the things that don't relate to work, but do relate to taking care of yourself, like a daily workout, a daily meal plan, a daily meditation or prayer practice. This is that time of year to really get your routines in order, Aquarius, so that way you can be operating at optimum power as we move forward into the remainder of the year. Not to mention, the season directly after this season is going to be Leo season, which is your polar opposite energy, which will lend to you not working at your usual balance. So the more you can have a strong daily routine in place for yourself, the more you will be able to navigate this Cancer season and Leo season in the most effective way possible. Also, make sure to pay attention to the details of things during this 6th house sun transit. Otherwise, you could find yourself in a conflict or in a situation that has been brought on by the confusion of missing some small detail. And more than likely, the situation will be related to work or your job in some way, not really your personal life. So overall, Aquarius, this is going to be a major opportunity for you to organize your life and get on the right track when it comes to where you put your energy on a day-to-day basis. Just know that if you do your part during this time and you use this energy in the best way that it's meant to be used and maximize those benefits, you'll be increasing your ability to manifest what you desire. You got this, Aquarius, so embrace this energetic opening and happy Cancer season. Okay, my powerful Pisces, when the sun shifts into Cancer for you, this will be in your 5th house. So Pisces, this is a time of celebration for you because this is a 4-week period where things are really meant to be going your way. This is a time where your creativity will get a boost, your overall mood will get a boost, opportunities may arise for you to take part in activities that you really love, that you usually don't have much time to do. And if you are looking for love, a 5th house sun transit does indicate a high likelihood that you might find yourself meeting someone that has romantic potential. Now, if you're a parent, this is a time where you could have a bonding experience with your child, and you will also just overall really enjoy spending time with them. This is also a 4-week period where healing for you can take place, meaning it could be a good idea to schedule a therapy session or a reading because you will be able to connect to your inner child more effortlessly during this time. Now, if you've had a business idea or a creative pursuit of any sort that you have been sitting on, this Cancer season is the perfect time to take action. You will find that ideas will flow openly, and you will also enjoy the process of taking on the challenge. You tend to take in everything around you, and because of that, you can find yourself feeling drained and overwhelmed. And like I always say, life is about ebb and flow, so it will be very important to give yourself the permission during this flow to let go of any tendency to worry about the future and instead really enjoy the present moment. It is a time to recharge your battery physically, mentally, and emotionally, which will clear space for your spiritual energy and inner knowledge to have an open path to lead you. Also know that because Cancer is a water sign, you may find yourself feeling a bit more emotional than usual, even a bit more reactive if something does go wrong, but overall it's a positive energy, so more than likely the emotions you're feeling will be positive. They just might be more dramatic than usual. But if something challenging does show up, ask yourself if there's anything you can do about it right in that moment. And if there isn't, let it go and redirect your energy to the present moment and focus on the things that bring you joy. And I'm not saying like deny that it's happening. I'm just saying if there's nothing you can do in that moment, then you can set it aside and enjoy yourself until there is something you can do about it. So overall, Pisces, this is definitely a positive time for you where new opportunities may arise, where new ideas may come your way that play a role in your success. And you may even find some new love if you are single. And if you are in a relationship, then you will definitely have opportunities to really deepen the connection that the two of you have. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Cancer season, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. What to expect overall during this Cancer season from June 20th to July 22nd. So let's stay focused on making the choices that lead to the actions that support your truth and will assist you in manifesting the things that you desire and definitely deserve. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.